killed it.
Shoot him, Justin.
Woo, woo.
Why didn't you shoot?
Safety.
Oh.
Finally made it out to West Texas. We got a lease out here. It's a little over 2,000, a little over 10,000 acres. Sorry. And Justin's wife's been wanting to go predator hunting with us, and my wife has also. So we ended up taking turns. One stayed with the kids last night, and we ended up taking Justin's wife. The first stand we went to, we didn't call anything in. Second stand, I think we were like 8 or 9 minutes into the call, and a fox came in right up to the call. I told Rita to get on it. She wasn't look. Me and Justin had the thermals, and the night scopes were giving her a headache. So we just told her, hey, whenever we tell you, get ready. So I seen it coming in, and she got on it. Man, she shot, quick, and made a good shot on it. And it was so early in the call sequence. I told Justin, I said, just keep calling, and maybe we'll get another one to come in. I think probably after the 15-minute mark, another one come in, and it come running up to the call. Hell, it was probably 20 yards, 30 yards from us. Right. It come running up to the call. The first one we didn't get on video, did we?
No, she was so quick.
Well, we didn't have the card in there.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. And the second one, it came in. We ended up getting the second one, didn't we? We took the card out and put it in. So we took the card out of his gun, or we took the card out of his gun because she wasn't used to hitting the record button on his gun, and Justin was running my gun, so I put the card in my gun, and we got the second one on video. It came in, jumped over the call, right on top of us. She shot and missed it. Me and Justin started barking at it, and we finally got it to stop. And right when Justin squeezed off, it went to take off again, and he got it in the guts. I watched it with my thermal for about 100 yards, and it looked like it piled up out there. So I told Justin, I said, I think it's right there. And we walked out there. Sure enough, he was out there.
Piled up.
Yeah, I had to can't enable him to finish him off, but. One thing I will talk about, I want to talk about these tripods. Oh, let me finish. So we hunted West Texas before in Junction, and it was almost every stand when we first got there, just fox going everywhere.
It was that guy that we helped with the turkey population.
Yeah, and out here, it's a lot tougher than what we think. They do a lot of competitions out here where the stringer of most fox and it biggest bobcat and all these different predator hunting competitions, and it pays big bucks. A lot of these guys come around here and they hunt. They're pretty hardcore. They all got high racks, and they come out here and hunt. And they shoot a lot of these varmints. So there's not as many out here as or maybe it was just a slow night, but irregardless, we only end up with 3 fox. We had one come around on us and get on the buggy. We had the buggy kind of parked kind of close to us, and he circled down from us and got behind us and got up on the buggy and spooked. And Justin made a pop shot at him at well over 300 yards.
Yeah, I got tired of him running around, watch it work. It basically 100 yards, they'll stand away from the call, but keep constantly circling us.
That's the thing about them fox too, man. If you can get, every now and then they'll spook, but majority of the time, if you keep messing with them, they just get curious and they're going to come in. But yeah, it was tough hunting. It was not. We were expecting to come up here and just fill the buggy up, and we did everything we know to do with the Fox Pro X2. We played it low, we played it high. It got real windy last night. That may have not helped things, but when we got on them, they came in. Even the third one we shot at the 8-minute mark, 7 or 8 minute mark, and Justin made a hell of a shot on it. And we actually seen another one coming in, but he got up right about where Justin shot that other one, and he knew something was up and hauled ass.
We'll put all the extra
stop, you know, because we like to watch it work the call or come into the call and set up and make, you know, make good shots.
Right.
But we had that one running across that, or no, the one that you shot at way out there. It we had that one dead to rights at probably 80 yards, but it was running, and I kept waiting for it to stop. You know, I had you watching the scope. Me and Justin probably were doing the same exact thing. We had our crosshairs right on it, waiting for it to stop so we could get a good shot off.
And you may even hear it in the video. You know,
yeah, me trying to kiss at it. Yeah,
or bark at it or something.
You know, but that's just the way it goes. Ain't no big deal. We still had a good time, and hopefully we saved one of these pastures that we didn't hunt last night. Hopefully Destiny can get her first fox. And but
Yeah, Bog Pod. Different types.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the third coyote. The third coyote was what I was getting at. We ended up going down and oh no, we already talked about this. Yeah. So
that one main, that.
Oh yeah. So that's a damn coon right there. It ain't got no tail. Its tail's been off. It's already healed up. I mean, but we seen something behind us with them thermals, because you can see with these thermals, and this is not nothing but mesquite and cactus, and you know, so you can see a long ways through there, and we could see something kind of messing around behind us, and so we were looking behind us, facing behind us the whole time, and when Justin spun around to talk about, I think we were at the 20-minute mark, and we were like, hey, you want to keep messing with it, or you just want to leave and try somewhere else?
Yeah, cover some ground, or basically just keep messing with it.
Yeah, so he spun around. When he spun around, the freaking coon was standing right at the call. You know, I mean, I don't mind killing coons, because they do tear up a lot of shit. You know, guys that live in Texas, you know, if you got deer feeders, they tear up. They're hell on deer feeders. But we honestly, when I spun around, I thought it was a damn bobcat, because it had no tail, and it was, you know, about the same size as a bobcat. And Justin smoked him, and we went out there, and it was a damn bobtail coon. So anyway, the rest of the night kind of shitty. But like I said, we still had fun. I like it out here in West Texas. It's nice to get away.
My wife did a little daytime hunting the last time we were here. Now she did a little night hunting, and
Yeah.
she sees why there's enjoyment to it. And then yeah, granted, it's tiring after a certain amount of hours you get out here doing this, but there's something about when you see a fox come to the call and he's like within that 60, 50, yards to you. It's exciting and gets your heart pumping.
Yeah. And plus, it lets us get kitchen passes when we take them to do stuff like this. One thing I want to talk about, we've been using the Bog Pod death grip for like 2 years now, and I just wanted to kind of give the pros and cons of it and some of the accessories that Justin's found for it. But so I know everybody knows and everybody uses them. The death grip. I mean, we beat these things up. They stay in our buggy. They ride around our buggy. I mean, you can see Justin paint's missing off of his. I mean, they're dinged up, but they've got dirt and dust all over them. But they're very, very durable. For the money, they're hard to beat. But one thing, the con about these is they're heavy, they're bulky, and they're a pain in the butt if you're having to walk a long way. If you're riding around in a buggy and walking 20-30 yards away from the buggy, they're perfect. I mean, they're stable. They don't, $120 I think, and they're just
they're well built.
They're just well built. I mean, they really are. For the money, you can't beat. They're just heavy. They're heavy to the point where when you're doing a lot of walking, they're annoying. Like, they are just. It drove me crazy because we hunt a lot of public land, and we had to walk everywhere. There is no access other than walking, and so I ended up buying the Adrenaline because it was cheap. and I'm a tightwad, and I thought that this would be the best of both worlds, you know. The Bog Pod was a good brand. I mean, like I said, we beat the hell out of it. We had it for 2 years, and it's still nothing wrong with it. But I wanted something a little bit lighter, so I bought the Adrenaline. Well, the Adrenaline has all these different attachments on it, and I bought the attachment for it, and it's got all the fine adjustment and all this stuff. And I mean, it's a cool tripod. I like it. It has its place. Sometimes I'm getting a little old and I can't stand up all night, so I like to sit down, and it's perfect for that because it's super stable when you're standing down. You just got more points of contact on the ground, so it's perfect for that. I can throw it in my backpack. It's super freaking light. It's aluminum. I mean, it don't weigh nothing, and it folds up really small. I love it for that. The only thing that I don't like about it, when the legs are all the way up, it's not super stable. I mean, it's got some play on it.
But in some of that brand of one, you can change out the heads.
Yeah, that's what I said. I got several different accessories on here, and this is the Great Divide, which, like I said, I mean, it's doable. My last video, if you go watch it, I shot that fox off of this, and it was stable. You know, you can see it in the video. It was stable. It's just, it takes a little practice, and if they're out past 100 yards, it really is hard to get stable. I was going to show you these legs on the bottom. These legs on the bottom are just, I mean, they're I don't know if you can tell in the video, but they're pretty damn thin, and they're aluminum, so it's just not as stable. I mean, pretty much. I mean, but it's easy to set up. These legs, easy to set up. This is another thing I do like about it. You pop it out. Like with those, you can do the same thing. I think this one's just a little bit quicker, because these have the different angles. You can set these little deals here, and you can set 20 or 85 degree angle. So sometimes they get bumped and you can't set them out. This one, you can just throw them all the way out, every one of them. And for a taller person, these are, I mean, you can see how tall they get. Pretty much you can just throw them all out and, get to whatever angle you want to get at. I generally don't do that. I just feel that it's more stable that if I take the two big ones out and then take the short ones out, where I'm not resting on so much of that smaller diameter leg, I get a little bit more stable platform. So that's how I usually set it up. About right there is perfect. Bam. And it's, like I said, it's decent.
Well, like with everything, it has a different time and a place for it. You know.
I mean, so they make carbon fiber tripods. They're like $300-400, and the ones I felt are really not that light. I'm sure there's some out there that are just super light, but they're not much lighter, maybe ounces, than these aluminum death grips. So I paid, I think, probably with everything, I probably got like $140 in this one, 120 in that one. So yeah, maybe I could have just saved a bunch of money, or not saved a bunch of money, but bought a $400 tripod, been close to what I bought
And that may be something else in the future, just
Yeah.
to as we upgrade and do more. Like now we've got, instead of the Sight Mark 2 power or 4 power, we went to the minis now, and and using the Sniper Hog, Coyote Cannon, and the other ones, we're learning more and more of what's we're improving.
And plus, we're learning, like with this tripod, I've learned to shoot off of it. I've practiced on it enough now to where I can get in a stable position and make good shots with it. And I mean, so the deal, even with the carbon fiber ones, they got bigger legs like this Death Grip, and like I said, it's not the most stable. But if I just had to buy one, I don't know, that'd be hard to say. If I didn't have a buggy or a truck to hunt out of, that's what I would get. Just because I mean, you throw it in your backpack, you don't even know it's back there. This damn thing right here, it's a load. I mean, there's no way to get comfortable with it. It won't get in the backpack because it's so big. And then you're constantly, doing this if you're walking around. What we normally do when we're running the buggies, I got mine about measured. We put them out. And when we get done hunting, they go in the buggy just like this. We get done hunting, there's our gun cases. We throw our buggies in there, our tripods in there, get our gun cases out, throw our guns in there, clip them in, slide them in, and we're on to the next one. Because it's annoying if you constantly taking 20 minutes to set up. So like to me, I want to spend more time hunting, so I try to make it as efficient as possible. That's the way we do it. But like I said, if you're having to do a lot of walking, get you a good chair and a small light, something, or a seat, just a cushion to sit on, so you're not sitting on the ground, and get that adrenaline. If you're riding around a lot, and you're able to get close, where you're not having to tote those things 100 yards, then they're stable and you can't tear them up. I mean, literally, they're working. I don't know. Either way, you can't go wrong, really. Like I said, the only thing, more and more, you just accumulate more and more crap and get better at it. And like I said, make things more efficient. And so let's. Here's your thermocell deal, ain't it?
Oh yeah, that's the piece you can clip onto your Bog Pod leg, and your you got an attachment going on the back of your thermocell. We can talk about that.
Yeah, somebody 3D printed that, and we hang our thermocell in there in the summertime, and it's all right here on your tripod. It's I mean, this is freaking awesome. When you're hunting at night, man, you set that thing right there, and you can. I don't know who makes this. Justin's gonna leave it in the description, but it's 3D printed, and it just clips on your Bog Pod. Man, if you're a night hunter and you use a call, that thing is freaking sweet.
And then when if you use a helmet and use the attachment for your thermal, putting that around your neck and having to take off your helmet to get it off around your neck, it's a little bit of a nuisance. So
we were hanging them right here, and then when you let it go, it clink, or
with the wind, yeah.
So that's the way to go. If you're hunting at night, I don't know what this thing costs, but buy it.
Yeah, like I said,
or something like it.
And really, what it reminds you of is like something you put on your dash to hold your phone, because what it does is, the purpose of it is, like I said, it's got a magnet you put on the back. It's got different size magnets. You can put it at the top, the bottom, and it's just got that magnet pad. And I mean, you can, and she's there.
Yeah. And
it's hands free to where, and then whenever something comes out, you ain't gotta worry about stuffing it in your pocket or getting it out of your way. I don't know. It's one of those things that it was one of those buys. I was gonna try it out and see how it worked, and it's definitely phenomenal for me. And yeah. I like it for not being able to have to worry about putting that attachment there for my thermocell, leaving it in my pocket or putting it around my wrist, or like I said, hanging it right here. So I definitely call that a win, but that's just me, my opinion. I know with us, we know we do a lot of running, trying to get, because you know, now you notice we tote a lot of bags and backpacks and stuff like that, but I don't know, I'm not, you know, the Fox Pro kind of, we like all our Fox Pro stuff, but I'm not like die-hard only Fox Pro, but that bag and all these little attachments to have with it or come with it has made it easier for us to go and do a running gun and stuff like that.
Yeah, just it makes things more efficient, you know, where you're spending more time enjoying the hunt than having to, you know, get all your crap out and set up and do that, you know. Just you know, you kind of almost have to have different gear for different types of situations, you know. You're able to ride around a truck or a buggy and, you know, park the buggy behind a mesquite tree and walk out 20 yards like we've been doing. No questions asked, I'm bringing the Bog Pod just because it's so stable. You know, if we're walking down a pipeline in the national forest or somewhere, or we're hunting an opening where the rancher doesn't want us walking or driving a buggy out there, I'm grabbing that 100%, no questions asked. Because I mean, literally, I'll show you. I'm trying to ramble, but I just want to
Show the versatility of it.
You know, my point of view. I got this Everly stock backpack, which is freaking awesome, by the way. I've had this thing for like 4 years, and it don't even have a broke zipper. But I can stick that thing in there like that. Bam. I mean, it's no weight at all. No weight at all. If I could put my chair in there, you know, I can be, you know, have my gun in my hand. It's that right there. We look like freaking. We put that thing in our backpacks and it's beating us in the freaking back of the head. I'm telling you, it's miserable if you're having to walk. Like if you're going to Colorado or something hunting, and you're in the freaking mountains, or you know, like I said, you're walking a long way. This thing is freaking pretty sweet, actually. And it doesn't have the big legs like the carbon fiber one, so it will just slip in a backpack.
And something else is that that little attachment is for a bog death grip that you can get. That 3D printed, they have a whole bunch of lists of different tripods you can order those things with, and you can get them all sort of even because these legs are thinner. I'll bring that because these legs are thinner.
Oh yeah.
But you can get all kinds of different sizes.
The same kind of attachments like you got on the death grip.
Exactly.
Another thing, so we got a camera. We're going. No, we don't have one yet. We're going to buy a 4K good camera. We're going to start videoing our hunts and just getting better footage. We'll still show the kill shots with the scopes, but well, in the daylight we're going to start using a good camera. We've already looked at them and priced them and talked about it. And this thing has I can just pop this off right here. I just slide that off and it has a camera attachment that screws in the bottom. You know, it's like a standard thread for cameras. Stick in there and you just tighten it on there. And now I got a, you know, when I'm sitting down, I can have a stable platform to video with. So it's going to be used for that probably a lot in the near future.
All right, and then I'll wind up buying another one like that, or another one that we can try and do a review on. Also, another tripod also, because all I have is a Bog Pod, the death grip.
Yeah, and I'll shout out to I don't know how you say it, Everly stock, freaking best backpack made.
When my Badlands does mess up and finally breaks, that's the one I'll go with 100%.
I mean, I stick my shotgun down here. This thing has been through all kinds of hunts, and ain't got a broke buckle, ain't got a broke zipper, ain't nothing wrong with it. I freaking love it. But anyway, yep, so I probably didn't make much sense about which one I would choose, but for stability, like a recap, for stability, and they're both easy to set up, but for stability, this is hands down better than the Adrenaline. and stability is a pretty big factor, you know. If you're sitting down, like I said, you're walking a long way and you can't, you know, shoot out to 200 yards, or you know, you just have to spend more time under the gun on that adrenaline. You can shoot with it. I've gotten pretty stable with it, but it just takes time. But for the money, I would say probably for the money, and if you're just getting started, I mean, everybody's got them. Go with the death grip, and then
It's a good start.
It's just like anything. You know, you start out with one scope, and then once you get into it, and then you get passionate about night hunting, and now you're looking at thermals, and now you're looking at this. You know, you can spend all kinds of money, but just getting started, if you just want to, you know, get into it, buy the death grip. That's it.